Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Hope you're enjoying your holiday weekend. In your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Police are investigating a fatal shooting that left 2 dead and 7 wounded late Sunday night. North Las Vegas police say the shooting happened on West Helen Avenue at around 11 p.m. They found 1 person suffering from non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. Later, 2 different hospitals reported additional victims. 1 person was pronounced dead at each hospital. Police say this is an ongoing investigation and anyone with information should contact North Las Vegas Police. In more top stories, the Las Vegas Fire Department says there were no major fires reported on 4th of July, and they responded to 427 calls over the weekend. Only 118 were fires. Now, this is slightly fewer than last year when firefighters responded to 438 calls. And these numbers represent just the calls made within the Las Vegas city limits. Plus, the holiday weekend may be coming to an end, but as of this afternoon, those driving back to California from Las Vegas were facing miles-long traffic backups near the state line on I-15 South. The Highway Patrol says, be patient, use alternate routes if possible, and stay in the lanes. Over at the Clark County Coroner's Office, 273 bodies remain unidentified. Many of these cases date back decades, like Jane Silver State Doe. Only 8 bodies are from 2021. The hope is to find out who these people are and to find closure.
One of the most important things that coroner's offices do is that they bring closure to family members, and they put a name to a body even years after the fact. And that's really important for the family members who have loved ones who they just didn't know what happened to them.
The hope is a news tip or new technology will help the coroner's office identify these bodies. Now to your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. The first drawing for Nevada's vaccine raffle is just days away, and this week's top prize is $250,000. If you've been vaccinated in Nevada, you're automatically entered. But if you got your shot in another state, you can email entries at vaxnevadadays.org to add your name. And speaking of COVID, health officials say the virus is still spreading and that the Delta strain is now spreading the fastest in wealthy suburbs in the West and South Las Vegas Valley. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour explains. Good evening, Renee.
Good evening, Jen. According to a Review Journal analysis of Southern Nevada's health district's data, Rhodes Ranch, Southern Highlands, and areas of Henderson have seen the most spread. The Delta strain now accounts for nearly half of Nevada's cases, indicating that it is now the most widespread strain in the state. The new trend is different from last year when high numbers were coming from north and eastern Las Vegas.
One epidemiologist we spoke to says he thinks this is actually a question of who's getting access to testing now that mass testing sites are down. People that have greater access to healthcare, like those living in the suburbs, might just be getting tested more frequently, and that might account for the trend.
In the past 3 months, approximately 95% of hospitalization and deaths here caused by COVID-19 have been among those unvaccinated. Jen?
Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. After a cloudy weekend, we got some sunshine today. As for tonight, we can expect temps to dip to the upper 80s. Then, looking ahead to the rest of the week, expect highs to keep going up until Wednesday. The National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat watch with highs peaking at around 115 degrees. So please take precautions and stay hydrated. Now to your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Tourists visiting Las Vegas for the 4th of July weekend say it's good to see Vegas is back. Just take a look at these crowds. Experts are predicting we saw about 300,000 visitors over the holiday weekend. However, neither the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority nor the airport have provided the final numbers just yet. According to LVCVA, about 330,000 people visited during pre-pandemic times.
Now here's the latest in sports. Kelsey PLUM scored 23 points and led all scorers as 6 aces reached double digits in points scored in a record-setting 118-95 victory over the Atlanta Dream. The Aces' 118 points are a franchise record and the 4th highest total in WNBA history.
Sports betting, brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NBA Finals tips off Tuesday night in Phoenix, where the Suns are 6-point favorites over the Milwaukee Bucks at the Westgate Sportsbook in Game 1. The total is 217. Phoenix is a -185 favorite to win its first NBA title, and Milwaukee is +165 to win it all for the first time in 50 years. Chris Paul is the +150 favorite to win the NBA Finals MVP award. Devin Booker is the +250 second choice, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is the +375 third pick.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas Assisted Living and Memory Care, the best care for the best life. Check out these amazing pictures from the Millennium concert, which was Allegiant Stadium's first concert. On a weekend culminating with fireworks, as you can see, Allegiant Stadium opened with a bang of its own. Plus, meet the lady who became a millionaire on the 4th of July while visiting Vegas. Hailing from California, she hit the progressive jackpot at around 8 p.m. Sunday while playing Buffalo Grand at Sahara, Las Vegas. She won close to $1.4 million. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. In case you missed it, Boulder City's 2-day Damboree celebration was this weekend, and it looks like it was a real hoot. At the 73rd annual Damboree, it was a weekend of festivities. The community celebrated the holiday weekend with a patriotic parade with police, local officials, and all the parade favorites. Of course, it all ended with a fireworks display. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7. Good night.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.